Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Bloons on the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day as usual. We are back with Sub2Pewds, and this is the last game of our second best of 3. So we both went with the same, almost the same setup actually. Sub2Pewds went with Sub Farm Ninja, and I went with Ninja Wizard Farm, using Ninja Wizard strategy again, one of my favorites of all time. But we're back. We are on Concrete Alley. We're not back on Concrete Alley. We are on Concrete Alley. That's kind of hard to say if you say it really fast. But as you can see, I kind of messed up the placement with my farmer and farm there. So I replaced the farm a little late into the round, or into the second round, I should say. So that was definitely something I did not want to do because I'm already kind of behind in farms. So, my basic plan was to, with the strategy on this map, was to use Wizard for early and mid game, and then switching into like around 18 to 20, and then later than that, start putting up some ninjas, take out blimps and such, because ninjas are really good for blimps, and wizards are really good for balloons. So it's a pretty good combo, which is why it's one of my favorites. But a mistake I did make is I got a plantation already, which if you just go, I'm pretty sure if you go directly from a 01 farm to a 02 farm, what am I trying to say, like the farm you start off with, like the 01 farm, like the more bananas, and then upgrading it to plantation, I do not think that's a good idea on round 4. I don't think on bananas it matters, but I'm not sure about that. But I do know that you definitely do not want to get a plantation up before you get, or you just don't want to get up a plantation like round 4, from what I've heard and from what I've seen. So if I am wrong about that, I apologize. But as you can see, I just got way too greedy again. I have done this in so many games, and just with Sub2Pewds alone, I've done this in so many games that we played. Like, I'd say a good 75% of the games that we've played, or so, I have been very greedy, because there's been many games when I've been playing. I've done this in like general. I've been really greedy out the bat, but I specifically remember like I think playing against Sub2Pewds, I think I've had the most greedy games with Sub2Pewds than I've ever had with one person. If that makes sense. So, because I remember so many games with Sub2Pewds when I was down to like 20 lives or so, which is definitely something I should not be doing, especially since Sub2Pewds always has more farms than I do, and I have like really low amount of lives because I get too greedy off the bat. So I'm already down to 46 lives, and I managed to take a few from Sub2Pewds as well. He's down to 88, so I managed to take a few lives from him, but he still has almost double our lives, so that's definitely not a position I want to be putting myself in much more in the future. So we are behind in farms, and we do get rushed with some regen leads here, but these lightning wizards are able to just destroy those. I think I managed to get up another lightning wizard, because I knew that like against regens, if you have 2 lightning wizards, I mean depending on the level of balloon. Because if it was like an all-out regen Rainbow Rush or regen Zebra Rush, I wouldn't be able to defend it with 2 lightning wizards. I'd have to have at least 3, maybe 4, if not more than that. But against like these early level or these early stage regens, like regen yellows, regen pinks, regen les, and maybe regen spaced zebras and regen spaced. I don't know if there's regen spaced rainbows as well, but I definitely want to make sure I am prepared for those things, because I think 2 lightning wizards can handle anything from round 12 down. I would say 2 would be able to handle, because I don't see balloons on. Although I don't know about round 12, but I'm pretty sure round 13 balloons are where you have to get up a few more or a couple more lightning wizards. But I think like the rounds before those, I don't think you really need more than 2 lightning wizards. But as you can see, we are quite a lot quite a lot. We are quite far behind in farms. I think we have, yeah, I think we're about a plantation and then another farm down. I tried to send a bit of a rush there, regen zebras. I tried to send regen zebras under a camo, or not a camo, a ceramic, but I didn't realize that the that the regen rainbows and the regen zebras were slower than the ceramic. So it was a horrible rush because he could see the he could see the ceramic, which the whole point of that rush was to layer the regen zebras under the ceramic so that you can't see the ceramic. But I didn't realize again that the regens were slower, so it was a horrible rush. But well, I don't want to call it a horrible rush because it was still a learning lesson. So I now know for next time. That's kind of the way I see it in like every video game. Every time I do something wrong, I don't see it as like, I don't see it as a bad thing because I'm learning something from it. So that's kind of what I wanted my channel to, or that's what I want my channel to kind of evolve around as well, is like the games that we play. I don't want to necessarily be good at them. I mean, if I could, I would. Or, yeah, that made sense. But if like, because I'm not the greatest at this game. I'm not very good at all. But each game I play and I lose, I don't see it as, because some people may see like me losing a bunch and a bunch and a bunch and then uploading it like not good content because I'm losing. But the way I see it is it's good content because I'm learning something from it. So like I feel that's kind of the way I see it. So that's also the way and I see it, sometimes I see it better. I see like the content better if I lose, because then maybe some of you that didn't maybe some of you that like saw why I lose, maybe you'll learn like what I did wrong and what you guys shouldn't do. If that makes sense. Like, for example, if I'm playing Fortnite, and because there's a lot of different ways you can play Fortnite. Like, you can play it slow, you can play it fast, you can play it pretty much like however you want to play it. So if I were to, let's say I was in a build battle with someone, and we just kept building up into the sky trying to beat each other like for high ground, and then someone like shot out the bottom, so then we both fell and died. I would see that as a good thing to upload, and I wouldn't see it as bad content to upload because I lost. I would see it as good content to upload, because people would see, maybe you guys would see like I should have, instead of trying to get the high ground, I should have like stopped the building battle, like went below, or like dropped out below. What I mean by that is, like, if I'm building up for high ground, instead of like keep building for high ground, I could just make my way down and then shoot out the bottom. So then the opponent that I was build battling with did get the high ground, but then he would fall to his death because instead of just like going for the high ground, you could play more strategically. So that's kind of what I thought about the whole. That's what I think about like losing. It doesn't have to be specifically in BC battles or in Fortnite, like losing in those games, but it's kind of like every game. I see it that way with every game, because I have yet to see a game where if you lose, you don't learn something from it. From like any game I've experienced, if you lose or if you do something wrong, or like if you die in like a battle royale game, the reason you died is because of something. In most cases, is because of something you didn't do. No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say like it's something you do wrong, because the opponent could just, you could do everything right, but the opponent could just be more skilled. So yeah, I'd say it's like 50-50. Unless if the game like glitches or something, then that's not really a thing you can control. But I'd say apart from that, it's 50-50. But getting back into the gameplay, I don't know, is that a BIA? That Sub2Pewds, is his bank in between those two factories, is that a BIA? It's a different skin, so I'm not really sure. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, because if you look at mine compared to his, I think it is a BIA because they both look the exact same. They're just different colors. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. So in terms of farms, we're both equal. I think I'm a little ahead because I have a Republic and he has a plantation. But what he's starting to do there is getting a bunch of Super Monkey fan clubs, which and some ninjas. But the only thing I was a little confused on was like, I thought it was better to just go all out with ninjas. Like if you have ninjas for late game, I thought it would be better to just keep placing ninjas rather than Super Monkey or darts to make Super Monkey fan clubs. But I don't know. I don't know which one's stronger, to be honest. Actually, it would be better to have Super Monkey fan clubs if you kept the stream going, because it'd basically be like you have a bunch of Super Monkeys, which would be better than a ninja. So that's something I'll definitely keep in mind for next time. I think that, yeah, that should be how it works. If you like keep the stream of Super Monkey fan clubs like constant, so if you like get a bunch of them, then you can use one ability after another. So I feel like that'd be more powerful than ninjas. But the only reason I like ninjas more is because you don't have to keep using an ability. The ninja kind of just does everything for you. If that makes sense. So I know I say that a lot, but I want to make sure what I'm saying makes sense. I know you guys can't respond to me right now to tell me if it makes sense, but that's why I don't ask. I just say I hope. I mean, like, that's another reason I want to start doing streams, is because I really like streams because you can just ask. I would be able to ask you guys questions and you could respond, rather than me just saying I hope this or I hope that. So that's kind of a reason I want to start streams soon. I have done one stream before on BT Battles, but it was a while ago. It was months ago. Something I was thinking about is like, the only bad thing about that though is like there's sound problems with my recording software because I use OBS. Not that there's problems with OBS, but I have this sound problem that like every time I turn on my computer, every time I try to record or something like that, or no, not every time I record, but every time I like turn on my computer, these error messages pop up and I don't know how to fix them. So I'll see if I can get those fixed soon, and then I will find a time, hopefully find a time to stream. The only thing that's kind of been keeping me back from streaming is I want to make sure I find the best time for all of you guys to watch if you would like to, because I don't want to stream when you guys can't watch. So I want to make sure I can stream at the best times, but it's very difficult to find the best times because there's a lot of you that live in like completely different countries and just like different time zones and everything. Because I know there's some of you that live in I don't know if there was someone, I think there was someone that said, I can't remember what it was, but I know the time zones are quite a bit different between me and some of you. Like I think, yeah, there's been many people that are like 12 hours apart or like 12 hours ahead or behind. I can't remember which one it was, but that's why it's so difficult to kind of find the right time, because a lot of you guys are from different places and have different time zones, which is not a bad thing. It just makes streaming a little bit more difficult, which is mainly why I upload, because since a lot of you are from different areas, you guys can all watch the video just at different times. But with the stream, I want you guys, like, if you guys wanted to be there live, then I would like to provide that for you, because I mean, I'll still have it on YouTube as a video afterward, but the last time or the first time I streamed, I know a couple people got upset that I didn't stream at the time they were available. Which, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm mad at those people that got upset. I'm saying that because I know, like, if you guys wanted to, because I want to hang out with as many of you guys as possible during a stream, and it helps. I also want to make sure like it's at the right time, because like if I ask you guys questions, you can respond, or if you guys ask me questions, I can respond, and we can communicate a lot easier when I'm live or when we're live. So that's another reason I want to do that. But yeah, there's again, like, I'm not really sure how I would live stream. I mean, I know no matter what time I live stream, not all of you are going to be free. Some of you might be at work, some of you might be sleeping. So that's kind of the only reason, or one of the only big things that's preventing me from streaming. Because I want to try and not be unfair. Because I know it can be pretty unfair to some of you. Like if I were to stream and then only half of you could show up, which really, I mean, I would be really happy if half of you showed up. But the thing that I would not be happy about, and I know other people wouldn't, is like if the other half wanted to be here, but they had other stuff to do, or yeah, like had other stuff to do, or they were busy with something. Then I don't want them to be like I don't want them to be upset because they couldn't join the stream and we couldn't hang out. So I want to make sure I can hang out with everyone and be fair to everyone. So yeah, that's something I just wanted to say. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna stream in the future, but I definitely want to do that. That is definitely something I do want to do way more often. But I went ahead and sold all my factories here because I was going all out with Oh My Gods. As you can see, there's so many Oh My Gods on his screen right now. But the one thing, he is actually defending his pretty well with those Super Monkey fan clubs, and the Oh My Gods he sent me were very fast. So even with the sabotage supply lines, they're still going really quickly. So as you can see, I apparently something else which this actually ties in with what I was talking about earlier, was even though as you can see we're about to lose this game, but even though we lost this game, I learned something. The thing I learned was that, or one of the bigger things, was that first of all, don't be greedy. Actually, let me rephrase that. Don't be too greedy. That's the thing I kind of learned from this episode. I mean, if you can be greedy and get away with it, obviously go for it. But I can't do that, so I'm gonna have to learn to stop being as greedy as I have been. Actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do starting from now on. In every episode, what I'm gonna do is at the end of every episode, I could say some things that I learned from the episode, but being less greedy is definitely something I do have to work on. That's definitely something I have to work on. But something else is Super Monkey fan clubs are a lot more useful than I've been giving them credit for. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode. So thank you Sub2Pewds for playing me in both of these best of threes. If you guys would like to play me, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get to each and every comment as soon as I possibly can. But I do hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you beautiful people in the next episode. If you guys learned something, great. If you didn't, that's great as well.